was that supposed to be a spike, or did you guys have a play set up where Jack was gonna fake the spike and try something else on that very last play?
No, we didn't get out of bounds. That's what cost us. We were trying to get him to spike it. He couldn't hear us. There's a penalty on the play.
Yeah.
Obviously, the 10-second runoff rule was over, so we would have had 7 seconds instead of 4 probably. But if you got out of bounds, we would have had a full 10 and could have huddled and did all that stuff. But
Yeah. So it wasn't guys were, he couldn't quite hear what you wanted to do, Jack couldn't?
right, he couldn't
Yeah.
hear it, and he was going to the next play, and we had a penalty, and that was the end of it. But
Sure.
we were trying to get him to spike it, so we'd have a clean throw and a chance in the end zone.
Yeah. The way that the game started, you guys were up 14-0, everything looked right, and then, you fumble on the kickoff, and then you had another fumble on there.
Our special teams were terrible today.
Yeah.
We just couldn't get it going. Punt position was didn't help us at all. They played on a short field. I think the first 3 punts we had were, just terrible. So, those are the things that come up in close games. Here we are going down the stretch and think about the possessions we gave away and where we gave it away on the field. Our kicking game was, we missed a field goal.
Yeah.
It's been kind of biting us all year with our 2 kickers, and then today it snuck up on our punter as well. So it's not a very good performance.
Yeah. Was Paul injured, or was
He was.
He
He
was?
tweaked the hamstring during the week.
Okay. So that first play with Anthony, was that a play that you guys had worked on a lot this week and had set up, and you knew that was gonna be the opening one, or?
Yeah, we worked on it. We always run screen game. It's a normal play. We thought we might get pressured up on the first down to start the game. We wanted to get Anthony in some space, and it was a great play. Played really well.
How about the day that he had, kind of pressed in the
I thought
action?
Rez did a great job. We did want to get all of our backs some work today. We went with DC, tried to get guys, Paul's hurt, and Jordan's been kind of banged up too. He didn't practice much this week, but Anthony did a great job coming out, and we were scheduled to play those other kids anyway. Wanted to get all those kids some time today, so it worked out. I thought DC played well. I thought Anthony played very well.
Yeah. Do you have any update on Morgan?
I don't.
Status?
He was, he had feeling everywhere when he left.
Okay.
Hopefully it's just precautionary, but I haven't heard anything yet.
Did he say anything to you or anything? Or
Yeah, I talked to him. He was fine.
Yeah.
He was, well, not fine. He was,
Yeah.
but he wasn't complaining of pain or anything. We were just being very cautious. He had some, anytime it's a head, neck, or back injury, that's the normal protocol. But at that point, he had feeling in his legs and hands, and so that was good. He was talking clearly and talked a little bit, about what was happening, and so I feel good about the initial,
Sure.
reaction to it.
You guys went through that last year with Tony. What does that do to a team after it happens? I mean, imagine it takes a lot out of the guys. They may not be in the game mentally.
Yeah, absolutely. It's family. If somebody in your family gets hurt, you get worried about it. And the report I kind of gave back to the sideline, and he's going to be okay. And kind of went back out and played. And it shocks you a little bit, but you got to be resilient and play. And it's part of the game. Everybody that's ever played it's had some kind of injury, and as long as the kids are going to be okay when he's leaving the field, you kind of take a big sigh of relief, and that's how we felt, I think.
Injuries are part of the game, but we talked about this at the beginning of the year. It seems like you guys have had way more than your fair share. I know you've done so many things to kind of counteract that.
Bad luck.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is, but we've been snake bitten on the offensive line. Had another guy go down today. That's the group that usually is the least injured is offensive line guys, and we've lost 4 during the year. Some we lost for a while, got him back, and lost one last week, lost one this week. I don't know. I'll have to evaluate it, but man, we've done everything we possibly can to keep our kids healthy, and for the most part, it's been pretty good. But you look at it over the course of a year, man, I don't know.
Yeah. And then when you lost Morgan, what did that change on defense for you? I know it's always, you always want the next guy to come in.
He's one of the best outside linebackers in the league. I think Jarvis Franklin came in, did a nice job, and put some more pressure on our inside guys. But he's just kind of the heart and soul of the defense, and does it quietly, and so it kind of just makes you numb, for a little bit. But hopefully he's okay and he can play his last football game here next week.
Yeah, that last drive that they had, I think that ended with the field goal. They picked up that 3rd and 8, and they had another 4th down conversion. Is that same thing? Just like one guy?
One guy. one guy, we
made a
had,
mistake.
on the 3rd and 8, I mean, we had, sprints out, and we had, the guy got pinned by the back. I mean, it's just something, we can't let it out, and that quarterback got out, and kid made a play, our kid was draped on him, he made the catch, and they made plays, and we didn't, and that's the name of the game.
14 penalties, I imagine that
Total.
has to just drive you nuts.
It drives me crazy. I mean, we've always been, always have been a disciplined football team, and that's gotten away from us here and today, and some frustration. But that's uncalled for. I got to get that fixed. You can't have people on the field that are causing penalties, and so I don't know, but we'll get that fixed.
Yeah. What does this do for next week? I mean, does it change anything, your preparation? Do you?
No, doesn't
look
change
at
anything.
other
I just
guys
want our guys to go play a full game and have one time we'll really play well and clean and stay away from penalties. Just go play a good football game. It'll be our seniors' last day. We'll celebrate their time here, I feel horrible for those guys. The way that they're going out this year and all the stuff that's happened to us the last couple of years. I mean, I just feel horrible.
I know you probably wish you were up here under better circumstances. How disappointing is it that maybe you guys looked at these last 2 games as well? At least we'll be able to end on 2 wins, and now you're sitting here with a 39-34 loss. How surprising is it, and how upsetting is it to lose a game like this?
I don't know. Just as anybody would expect, it's pretty surprising and upsetting, especially knowing that we were so close, and it came down to little things like penalties and just making good decisions at the end of the game that potentially game-winning drive.
Yeah. When you knew that you were going to be a big part of this game, did that kind of boost your step a little bit in practice this week, or were you a little bit amped up for this one?
Well, Paul didn't tweak his hamstring until I think Thursday at night or Wednesday in practice. No, I guess every week I plan on playing, and I prepare the same whether I'm the number 2 or number 1.
So to start the game with that big touchdown on the screen, you had to be feeling real good after that.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it's my first college start, and to take it to the house on the first one was a good feeling.
Yeah. What do you count for all the penalties? And it doesn't seem to be just one guy or one side of the ball. Is it?
I think it's just focus. Sometimes people get hot heads, and it's not even that. Just emotions. The refs might not make calls. Protecting our quarterback. And sometimes, we fire back because, that's our guy, so just things like that, I guess.
When you see a guy like Morgan go down, and it seems like you guys have had this a lot, Theo earlier this year, what does that do to you guys mentally? Does it kind of take you out of the game for a second, and is it kind of hard to get back into that game mode?
Yeah, it does take you out of the game. Morgan's actually my roommate, and Theo was probably my best friend on the team, so both of those hit home for me. But for me personally, it probably provides a little more motivation after that. But yeah, I know just being a college athlete, I know that affects the team, both sides. So yeah, you gotta find a way to overcome.
Were you able to run out there when Morgan was down? Did you talk to him or anything?
I couldn't get close. No.
Yeah. I mean, personally, does it kind of make you think, maybe that might happen to me sometime, or does that thought? Yeah, going down with an injury, like, does that ever enter your mind, or is that one of the things you can't think about that stuff? Or?
No, it's not something that I ever anticipate, plan for, or anything like that. I just stay optimistic.
Yeah. I guess, how do you guys look forward to next week? Is this still a team that still wants to play, or are you guys just, is next week something that you guys want to do, or are you guys kind of beat up after this one? And
yeah, we're beat up, but as you saw, we're still fighting. It's not over. It's not over till the clock strikes 0. Obviously, for us seniors, we're trying to go out with a win, and for those younger guys, developing for next year.